Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my live streams. It is Friday night, and I am feeling good. I was up pretty early this morning, about 5 o'clock. I was at my desk by maybe 5:20. About 5:25, I had a cup of coffee in my hand, and I began to put out fires. It was a crazy day. I worked from home, and I literally worked from the time that I woke up until it was basically quitting time, and it was fast and furious. Thankfully, the week is behind me and the weekend is here, and I am hanging out with you guys. I was sitting here reading some of the comments prior to jumping in here, and I can't remember who said it. Might have been my good friend Matt Woods that made a comment around how he enjoys when the live streams happen and the opportunity to come here into the chat and kind of hang out. And I think he used the word friends, and that is truly what it is that we are trying to create here. A bunch of friends hanging out, having a conversation about comics. And we don't always get along, but that is okay because we genuinely enjoy one another. And so I want to thank everyone out there that is watching this video right now live in the chat. I want to thank certainly everyone that is watching this thing back on replay. If you're watching for the first time, I want to welcome you. This is Regie Collects, and I want to invite you to hit the subscription button, turn on notifications so that you can stay abreast of all the content that I release on a weekly basis from the channel. Right now, it is Monday through Thursday, always at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. And then I go live a couple of times a week, always on Sunday night, and maybe even on Friday nights from here on out. So we are here today because we are going to give away a fantastic cover recreation. So in celebration of my 2-year anniversary on YouTube and the 6,500 friends that I have here, my buddy Mark frawgboy has decided that he is going to give away a cover recreation of a really awesome book. And you can actually see one of those cover recreations right there. That is one of them right there. It is fantastic. 449, one of my favorite Jack Kirby covers that Mark actually created. There's a video on the channel if you want to go and watch and see how he actually created that. But tonight, one lucky person, one lucky subscriber based in the United States or has a mailing address in the US is going to get a pretty awesome book. And I am, for the sake of this video, I'm trying to be very focused on giving away this awesome prize. But rest assured, for everyone that is here that knows how I normally do things in terms of like a free-for-all chat, we are going to get to that. But I want to stay a little focused here on the front end just to make sure that we get to this pretty awesome giveaway as quickly as possible. So I want to actually share my screen here. Hopefully you guys can actually see that. We're going to make it a little bit bigger. This is Mark, aka frawgboy's Instagram page. You can see here that he has about 300, almost 400 followers. Shout out to him. I think we grew him from around 200 to almost 400. So I'm very, very proud of that. But here you can actually see this is the cover that Mark has actually been working on for the past couple of weeks. It is a fantastic, amazing Spider-Man cover featuring Peter Parker and, of course, my man, the Green Goblin. And this is a really, really fantastic piece. And you can see some of the acrylic paint there that Mark actually uses. You can see his nice setup, and you can see this wonderful, really large piece of artwork. Again, I don't remember the dimensions off the top of my head, but the thing is not small. Let's put it that way. It's not small, but it is very detailed, and it is really, really fantastic. So shout out to my man Mark for doing this giveaway. If you guys are not already following him, I definitely want to encourage you to have an opportunity to check him out. frawgboy, you can see here. Let me go scroll down so you can actually see. I think he is actually working here on it. It is frawgboy, FRAWGBOY on Instagram. And in just a second, I'll pull up his website as well. But you can see his fantastic work here on this ASM 39 cover. So let me pop up this other screen so I can actually share this thing with you. And then we are going to get into this giveaway. So again, a lot of people have been asking how to get in touch with him. One way is, of course, his Instagram page. The other is, of course, his website, which is right here. And it is frawgboy.com. Really nice website. You can see my book right there. That's I'm not my book, my recreation right there. You can see Silver Surfer I think it's number 5. Really, really popular book that I'm hoping to get my hands on one of these days, but some really great art. So again, check him out on Instagram, give him a follow, and then also try to check him out on his website as well. If you guys are interested in getting commissions done, you can definitely reach out to him and get on his schedule. All right. So let's go ahead and let me pop this thing open. What does it say? Matt Wood says, the art is great and is one of the greatest covers in comic book history. Good luck, everyone. Tina's saying, good luck, everyone. Hillbilly Comics, how you doing, bro? Dude is saying awesome artwork. That Venom was nice, right? So let me pop this screen open. I want to show you guys all of the individuals that were able to enter this giveaway. I didn't do anything fancy for this giveaway. I basically just put up a post on the community tab, and anyone that is located in the United States or has a mailing address in the US was able to enter this thing. You didn't have to do anything other than know about the video, watch the video, and then, or really just head to the community tab. To be honest with you, the hurdle was very, very low for this because, again, it was a really nice giveaway. Great token by Mark here. So we are going to go ahead and roll these dice, and then we are going to randomize this list, and we are going to figure out who the one lucky winner is actually going to be. And we are going to randomize this list a total of 6 times. 6 times we are going to randomize it, and a winner will be declared. So let me pop over back to the list, and we are going to randomize it starting with the first one. That is 1. Scrolling down, here is 2, scrolling down. Here is 3. This is 4. Here is 5. And the winner of this really awesome giveaway from Frog Boy is none other than Tim Sheets. Tim Sheets, you, sir, are the winner of a really, really awesome cover here or cover recreation, I should say. Congratulations, man. Tim Sheets is the winner. It is a really, really nice cover. I am a little jealous. I am a little jealous because as a Spider-Man fan, this is a fantastic cover. So Tim Sheets, you, sir, are the winner. What I will ask you to do, Tim, as the winner is to send me an email as soon as you can. With your real name. I'm guessing Tim is your real name. I'm guessing, right? Real name, screen name, mailing address, and whether there's any special thing that we need to do for you, right? In terms of delivery, right? So apartment, or whether we can, I don't know what it would be, but if there's any kind of restrictions on anything, let me know what those things are. I will take your email. I will forward it over to Mark, and we will go ahead and get this thing sent out to you. I honestly do not know whether the art piece is finished yet. I did not talk to Mark today, so I do not know if it's finished. But we will open the lines of communication with you, Tim, and kind of keep you in the loop as to where things are, whether the piece is finished or not finished, and then ultimately when it will be shipped out to you. So congratulations to you, Tim. All right. So let me scroll down and see. And my chat has been lost. Let me pop over to YouTube real quick to see what you guys are saying, because I honestly don't know. I hate when that chat goes out in the interface that I use. So let me pop over here real quick, and hopefully I can actually see myself. Mr. Cruz says, I am legally changing my name to Tim Sheets right now. Squirrel Madness says, hey, Matthew, let me see. Mark said it wasn't finished yet. There you go. Again, thank you guys, because I could not see what was going on. So thank you guys right there. What does this say? There he is, Frog Boy. How you doing, brother? It is good to see you. Go ahead and drop all your information. I actually show people, I'm not sure if you were here for it, I show people your Instagram and also your website, but feel free, please, to drop that information in there so that folks can actually see that. Somebody says, congratulations, Tim. Since Tim is not able to be present to due to contractual obligations. I am pleased to accept this award in his honor. Well done, sir. That is awesome. So yeah, I don't think that's going to work, but I like the fact that you guys are trying. Look at Man Bat trying to get in on it. No, congratulations to my man Tim Sheets for a really awesome win. It is a really, really fantastic piece of art. And again, I want to thank Mark for coming up to me at the Berkeley Comic-Con, for engaging me in a little bit of discussion there, and then ultimately some discussion online as we kind of talked about what the possibilities were, and he made this very, very generous offer. And then I had a fantastic conversation when he came here to the house. I think he was here maybe 45 minutes or so, actually dropping off this piece. It was an A-OK to me. So I spent about 45 minutes with him just chit-chatting, just trying to understand, his mindset, his philosophical approach, his artistic approach, and just all of that stuff. Because to me, it's easy to spend money, or it's easy to take an A-OK from somebody. And it's another thing to really spend some time, kind of understanding who that person is and where they come from and what makes them tick. And that to me is a really valuable thing. And so shout out to Mark for being a really awesome guy. We appreciate you, brother, for being a fantastic member of this comic book community. And again, if folks want to reach out to him to do some commissions or something like that, I definitely want to encourage you guys to send him a message, follow him on Instagram. So in no way, shape, or form do I want to take anything away from Frogboy and Mark in this really fantastic piece that he has chosen to donate. But another person has stepped forward from this community and has graciously volunteered to make a donation as well. And I am never the guy that says no to being the conduit to give something to somebody else, right? It sometimes makes me uncomfortable when people give me things, but to give something, to be the conduit to give something to someone else, I am on board with. And so I want to give a shout out to my man Randy Resnake. Randy Resnake actually created this piece back here and several other pieces that are actually in my collection. And I want to show something here on screen. Hopefully I can do it successfully without jacking anything up. Randy Resnake has actually graciously created an additional piece of artwork. The contest, this giveaway, was actually something that was between hopefully you guys can see that. It was between that Amazing Spider-Man comic that I just showed you guys a moment ago, that cover, right? Recreating that, and Giant Size X-Men. And for several reasons, I think Mark decided to go with the Amazing Spider-Man 39 because of the challenge, because of it's something that he hasn't done before, because it was different, because I'm a Spider-Man guy, right? I think there were lots of reasons behind it. But the other choice was Giant Size X-Men. And my man Randy Resnake reached out to me and he said, Reggie, I don't want to take anything away from Mark. I don't want to take anything away from Mark, but I would like to donate something to the comic book community. And what Randy has decided to donate is that piece of art that you're seeing. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. That piece of art right there that you're seeing on screen. He has basically recreated Giant Size X-Men and is donating that to one additional person. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomize the list one time. I'm going to randomize this list that we just looked at a second ago. I'm going to randomize the list a single time. And whose ever name comes up, that person will be the recipient of that really cool Giant Size X-Men cover recreation right there. We're going to randomize the list one time. And whose ever name comes up, that's going to be the winner. And again, I want to give a huge shout out to Randy for just being a really good guy. Randy is a really, really good guy that has sent me several AOKs. I think I've purchased one piece of artwork from him, and just a really, really good guy. So shout out to you, brother. I absolutely appreciate you. And I know that whoever it is that is about to be the recipient of this, this AOK will also appreciate you as well. So let me go ahead and share my screen one more time. And I'm actually going to go back to that list randomizer. And we are just going to randomize it one more time. We're going to randomize it one more time, and whatever comes up, comes up. So the winner of this additional fantastic giveaway is Daryl. Daryl, you, sir, are the winner of that fantastic giant size X-Men #1. Daryl is the winner. Reach out to me, brother. Send me an email to Regie@RegieCollects.com and provide me with your screen name, your real name, your mailing address so that I can pass that information on to Randy and get this book sent out to you. I'm sorry, not book. I keep saying book. I'm stuck on books. This really nice piece of art sent out to you. And I think both of these guys are probably going to try to get out to you just as soon as they can. Again, once they finish it, all that good stuff, we will get this thing sent out to you. So we first had Tim, and now we have Daryl. Congratulations to both of you guys. Congrats to all of those people that have just been participating in these various giveaways that we do every single week. Shout out to all of you guys. And even those people that don't win anything, but still keep coming back, right? Right? We do these giveaways all the time. And it's because people watch, because people support, because people comment, all that kind of stuff. It puts us in a position to continue working with people to be able to do really cool giveaways. So shout out to everybody for that. All right. So I have completely lost my chat here. So I'm actually going to have to bounce back and forth between this thing. So Ariel is in here. Ariel says, since no one has claimed it yet, can I still call dibs? No. Shout out to Ariel. He is Ariel's a blogger, man. He's a blogger for Go Collect. And he dropped a couple of really cool blog posts on gocollect.com for Black History Month, identifying, I think it was almost 20 books, man, almost 20 books related to Black people that I thought were really cool. So if you guys haven't read some of his blog posts, I definitely want to encourage you guys to head over to Go Collect and check him out. Check out his blog post. There's a lot of really good stuff there around like speculation and stuff like that. So you might want to check that out. So what is this? I may have, what does it say? Gray says, I may have never won a raffle, but I did win some trivia nights, so I'm good. That's what's up, man. We've given away a lot of really good stuff, and it's fun, except recently. I gave away an AOK to someone. I gave away the what is it? Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur #28, the first appearance of Omnipotentus. Bought that book for cover price back in 18, 19. I can't remember. It was a while ago. Bought it a while ago. Cover price. Gave it away. Book got up to $100 the other day. I regretted it. Hopefully whoever got my book from Trivia Night or from that AOK actually sold that book and made themselves some good cash. But it is not the first time that I've given away some really cool stuff and someone else scored. But that is the way that it happens, you know. So Man Bat is making some really good comments here. He says, because you have a great channel and you're a great host. Thank you, bro. I definitely appreciate that. Hydra Collectibles from across the pond recently started his own YouTube channel. I think he has several videos up right now. If you guys haven't checked out Hydra Collectibles, definitely check him out. Definitely some good stuff over there with him and the Short Box Sharks. My man Simon is doing some really cool stuff. It's really cool to see the folks across the pond who are true collectors, right? These guys go through a lot in order to get comics over to the UK, right? If we think we have it tough here in the States, imagine being over in the UK trying to grind it out. And these guys are doing some really, really cool stuff. It's nice to see them on YouTube, and it's really cool because they have great accents and they sound fantastic. You can say whatever with a great accent and it will sound fantastic, but thankfully they are putting out some good content and they have a great accent. So it is like a double win. So check these guys out if you get a chance. Scrolling down through the comments, seeing what else you guys are talking about. Again, if there's some stuff you guys want to talk about, throw it up in all caps. It actually helps me to see it a little bit later. Oh, here it is. Candy Graham Man says, it was me. So you got my Omnipotentus, bro? You got my Moon Girl? Man, as soon as I saw that book pop, I started going through my bins and I was like, where's that book? I know that I have that book. Where's that book? And then it hit me. I was like, you gave that book away. But I, of course, could not remember who got it. But clearly, it was this dude. Candy Graham Man has won probably more trivia nights than anybody. Dude shows up, walks in a room, answers a question, and wins at trivia night. I don't know how he does it, but he was like a 5-time, 6. I think you won at every trivia night that we ever did. So shout out to you, man. Hopefully you sold that book, because I don't know if it's going to be worth $100 in like 2 weeks. So you may want to offload that one. Scrolling down through some of the comments here. So I heard someone shout out Giving Gang. John, how you doing, bro? It's good to see you. Jeffrey says, Reggie, Comic Karma has your back after giving away. Bro, to be honest with you, you are spot on. Bro, there is so much good stuff that happens to me that I don't worry about any of it. I really don't. And I know you're just teasing. I really don't worry about any of it. There is so much fantastic stuff that happens, stuff that I don't even talk about that happens, where I'm just like super thankful, and I just keep my mouth closed, because I am very, very thankful. I try to be very humble, because there's just a lot of really good people out there, man. And so, Candygram Man made out like a bandit. Hopefully he made a couple of bucks off of it. If not, it was a really cool book to give away, and he probably has a really cool book still in his collection, even if he didn't do anything with it. But it's a fun thing, man. It's a fun thing. So scrolling down, just recently got graded the UK Mighty Worlds of Marvel. I have one of those. Scrolling down through the comments here, Bearded Comic Collector, how you doing, bro? It is good to see you, my friend. Wobbles, I think that's how you said it, just got a 4.5 green label ASM 238 with the tattoos. Nice for $23. You can't beat that. Can't beat a $23 slab, man. That's cost you $35 to get the thing slab. So sweet. What is this? So Anthony Debo says, Reggie, I watched one of your videos about a pull list and developing a relationship with the owner. I never had one of either, but thinking about how to get those wall books, you still have a pull list. Yeah, man. So I still have my pull list. I actually have 2 pull lists. I have 2 pull lists with 2 separate shops. At one point in time, I had 3 pull lists with 3 separate shops. And again, the whole thing was to try to develop these relationships with local comic shops, man. I think that comic shop owners are just like any other owner, in the sense that if you are a loyal customer, they will be loyal to you. At least that has been my experience. Like, I will go to a comic shop and I will spend an hour in the shop just talking to the owner, just having a good time. And sometimes, I go in and out just because they're busy or I'm busy. But then there are times where I just hang around and talk. And just recently, I was able to shoot some footage with one of my local shop owners before he even opened up. I was in his shop. I was shooting footage in like his personal stash of comics. And it's a stash that no one ever really gets to see, but I was able to shoot some footage that you guys will actually see probably in a couple of weeks or something like that. But I am a firm believer in not being transactional, right? If you know what transactional means, it is basically like you only engage people for the purpose of that transaction. And if you're not doing business with that person, then you don't have a relationship with them. So I try not to be transactional. Actually, I try to have actual relationships with people, which go beyond the transaction, right? It goes to, who is that person? Who am I? What do we have in common? Can we have a conversation, right? And I think having a real relationship with people goes a long way. I think it goes a long way. And it's why I'm able to get books that have come into shops that haven't been put on the shelf. But I get a chance to go through the bins after they've been brought in and been purchased. And I get comics from shops and places where they never make it to the floor. They come out the back door because I've developed a relationship with these people. So I am a big fan of relationships. And it's not because of the book. It is because the fun of this hobby is what Matt was talking about earlier. It is the ability to have the conversations with like-minded people. That, to me, is the joy of it. The book and all that other stuff that comes along with it is the byproduct of having that really wonderful relationship. So hopefully that helps. Maybe I need to do a new video. I'm on a roll tonight. Maybe I'll do a new video about it. Squirrel Madness says, makes sense. What is this? Anthony says, but my LCS owner is a cool dude and is taking care of me. There you go, man. I mean, again, it's like, if you're a good customer, if you're a good person, shop owners will take care of you, man. Because they know they don't have to make $1 today, because they'll make $10 over the course of time. You know what I'm saying? And so I think if you have that relationship, they're willing to let go of a buck here or there to make the deal work for you because they know that you're going to come back, right? They know that you're going to be a loyal customer. And so smart business owners recognize that and do what is necessary to keep people coming back, you know? Matt Ford says, great giveaway tonight, Reggie, Frogboy, and Randy. Thank you for being part of the reason the community is as good as it is. Matt Forge, it's good to see you, brother. Thank you for hanging out. Another great guy, man. Matt Forge, good dude. Good dude right there. It is always good to see you, my friend. Thank you for hanging out just a little bit tonight. Always good to see you. So scrolling down, Harvey Abel is in the house. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Master Blaster. So Master Blaster is in here. He sends me a very funny comment right before the live show. He says, Reggie, I'm sitting here in my Swolger shirt and, because my whole thing is comic book Swolgers. He is not in a Swolger shirt. He is actually in a soldier shirt. And, I dug that. I got a big kick out of that. I actually walked in the other room and showed my wife, so shout out to you. Shout out to all who serve. Hats off to all of you for your service. Tremendous amount of respect for anyone that serves this country in any capacity, whether it be a soldier or a fireman or a policeman or EMS or EMT, whatever it happens to be. Shout out to all of you guys who put on a uniform and put others first. So what is this? Reggie got me out in the wild hunting. G.I. Joe 1. That's a good book. That's a good book. A lot of first appearances in that book. That's a good book. He says early Avengers and many other amazing finds at $1 or 50 cents. I'll double your money right now. Double your money right now for that G.I. Joe 1. So let me scroll down to the comments. I hate that my interface is out. It's so much harder to actually read this thing in this screen right now. Rush Die Hard. So Rush actually won the most recent Go Collect giveaway. So I bundled up Rush's book and I sent it off to you. And Rush, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I'm going to be honest with you, Rush. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you because to send a book to Canada requires me to go to FedEx. And this most recent time I went to FedEx and I showed up 1 minute after a man that decided that he was going to ship an organ, not a bodily organ, a piano organ. It was a 3-tiered organ that he decided that he was going to ship. If you've never seen one of these contraptions, it is about 35 pounds. And I know that because I watched it be weighed, and it is big and it requires lots of bubble wrap and it requires various boxes to be configured and then taped into place in order to protect this large organ that is probably only worth $50 because this guy was shipping it off to get new keys. So I had to stand in line behind this man while I watched this whole thing go down. And Rush, it is your fault. If you were in the US, I would not have had to spend 40 minutes in the not the Home Depot, in the FedEx, waiting for my girl Gina, who is my FedEx person, to package up this organ to send out. Brother, I hate lines. I hate lines. My wife said the same thing, Rob Boswell. She was like, bodily organs? I was like, no, babe, the other kind of organ, the church organ. It was massive. I was so mad. When I got to the front, she said, thank you for your patience. I was like, it's not your fault. I blame that dude that's leaving out of the store. So thankfully my kid didn't go with me because that would have been a catastrophe. That would have been, I would have probably left. And that book would not have reached Canada today. It would have been on Monday because I would have left that store and not come back until like a couple of days after. So daggone Canadians, what can you do? What can you do? All right. So John is asking a question here. He says, question for you. What would you rather do? Get small keys that you speculate will go up in value or save for a grail? Me personally, so I think that speculation is risky. And I struggle with speculating on books that I have no interest in, right? Speculating on a book and a character that I have no interest in, to me is a stretch, right? Like I didn't buy a single Batman book, didn't buy a single Batman, single Hellraiser, just because there's too much going on there. And I don't want to be part of that, to be honest with you. That's my opinion. But I don't believe in speculating on things that I have no interest in. If I'm going to speculate, I will speculate on things of interest to me. And I'm speculating on books and characters that I have an interest in. And my goal is to buy those books before those books actually go up in value and I have to pay more money for those books later on. Right. And so for me, it is a little bit of a different type of speculation that I do. It's a little bit more long term than it is the quick buck of $10, $20. That doesn't necessarily motivate me. You know what I'm saying? And so I tend to kind of vacillate between picking up really expensive books and picking up smaller books that are books that I want in my collection long term. And you'll see and hear more about this over like the next 2 weeks, because I have a video that is going to be coming out possibly this coming week on my speculation strategy. And I think I have it scheduled. I think I have it all scheduled. I recorded it 2 weeks ago. I think you'll see it this week. And it is my speculation strategy. And it's going to kind of lay out the argument for how I approach things. And then the week after, or the week after that, you'll see another video where I'm actually pulling through some of my speculative strategy. You'll kind of see it come to life just a little bit. Again, I kind of record videos sometimes 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes even more in advance, depending upon what I have going on and how creative I feel. So at the end of the day, John, my philosophical approach is really rooted in a goal for my collection and what makes sense for me. And so and in all of my videos, you always hear me talk about what is your goal? What are you trying to accomplish? And if you can define what it is that you are trying to accomplish, then you can oftentimes come to an answer that makes sense for you. And what I've kind of outlined a few seconds ago is my philosophical approach that is rooted in the goals that I have for my collection. So hopefully that helps. And again, if you want to talk more about it, I am always available on Instagram to kind of talk. It's harder for me to talk via email just because a lot of the answers that I want to give people require a whole lot of typing. And if I can do it on Instagram where I can record a video or do a voice note, it makes it a lot easier for me to go in detail. But if you send me emails, I will respond. It might not be as robust as if you were on Instagram. So Instagram is Regie Collects, which is right up there, wherever that corner is. And then email is Regie@regiecollects.com. So let me scroll down. What is this? Anthony says, FOMO has been real lately. My LCS just keeps rolling in key books. What do I do? The thing is that you have to ask yourself, Anthony, is FOMO is real, but FOMO isn't bad. So the question that has to be asked is the FOMO creating a problem for you? If it's not creating a problem for you, then I say roll with it, right? I just realized how much is Jane Foster. This is the book that we're giving away this week for the Go Collect giveaway. I just realized how much is Jane Foster actually looks like Thor. That looks a whole lot like man Thor. If you can see that, look at that face and look at that face. Those faces look a whole lot alike. That is the most masculine woman I've seen on a comic book in a long time. So the thing is that FOMO is real, but FOMO isn't bad. And so if you are using FOMO to your advantage to basically pick up books and you're getting those books at fair prices, I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing. Now, if you're overspending, if you're going in debt, if you're buying books that you don't necessarily want, but you're buying them because you have them in front of you, then maybe if it's causing problems with your significant other, then I think you may have to look at FOMO. But if you're doing good, man, I think you just keep doing what you're doing, I think John liked my answer, so I think that's very good. Harvey Abel's having laptop problems. Tina and Hawkeye are having adult beverages. Scrolling down to the comments here. I don't know what are you guys doing a drinking game because of me? Scrolling down through the comments here. Is Lee in here? Is Lee in here? I'm wondering if Lee is in here. I want to actually give to Lee. I want to make Lee a moderator in the chat, and I'm waiting for him to pop up. If you guys keep an eye out on him, so Tina, Ariel, and Squirrel Madness, if you guys see Lee, remind me to give him privileges to be a moderator. He has been an incredible support to me. So if you guys see him, just give me that reminder, please. So, because I think I have to do it in the live stream. So what is this question here? Do you collect any other items, G-Shocks? Do you collect any other items, G-Shocks, Red Socks? I find comic collectors also collect other items. So I have a large collection of G-Shocks. I have G-Shocks and I have silicone rings just about in every color. And this is like a holdover from my days working out in the gym where I used to coordinate the outfit, the shoes, the watch, the ring, all that kind of stuff. And then I had a sponsor who used to give me all of these silicone rings. So that's why I have a large collection of those. To be honest with you, I don't collect anything else. I don't collect anything else. My addiction is for one thing, right? I'm a type of person to be honest, where I tend to have a myopic focus on a thing, and I give that thing or everything, right? When it was fitness, I gave fitness everything, and I became the best athlete that I could have become. I turned pro. I won shows. That was my thing. That was my singular focus. There was no time for anything else, right? When I stopped competing, I turned to comics, and comics is my thing, and it is what I enjoy. And it's like I don't collect anything else. I don't think my wife would allow me to collect anything. No, my wife doesn't care. But no, I don't collect anything else. I have a very, very narrow focus, and that works for me. So Connor is over there, I think in Ireland, in the middle of the night. How you doing, bro? It is good to see you, my friend. It is good to see you. Let me scroll through the comments here. Scrolling through the comments here. Tina Cranston says, Reggie Simmons, IFBB Pro. I am the smallest, lightest IFBB Pro there is right now. I'm telling you, I've lost so much weight and muscle mass. It's just not even funny. You know, at some point I will get myself back into shape, but right now it's all about the comics. So Man Bat says, the addiction to comics is real. It is true. Anthony is asking, what's on my pull list now? So, oh man. All right. So let me stop the chat here before I lose this thing. So what is on my pull list right now is Philadelphia, Morbius, X-Men, Marauders, sometimes Gung Ho, Philadelphia. I think I said that. There's one more X-Men title on there. Marauders, X-Men, X-Force. The Fantastic Four X-Men crossover series, because I'm thoroughly enjoying that. Wolverine's on my pull list. And I think that's it. I think that ASM is on there twice. I think I just cut back on one of them because that's just too much. But there's so many other good books that are actually coming out right now that I'm actually trying to figure out what I'm going to do. There's a lot of really, really good books that are about to start coming out. A lot of them are mutant related, and I'm a huge mutant fan. So a lot more stuff is coming out. What you probably noticed is that there was there was an independent on there, right? There was an independent from Ablaze Studios, like Vampire State Building is on there. Gung Ho is on there. But no DC. There is no DC on my pull list. I randomly select the DC book, but I'm definitely a Marvel guy through and through. No doubt about that one. So scrolling down through the comments here, picking up what anyone, let me see what else someone, oh yeah, Philadelphia is still trying to find a copy of Vampire State Building #1. Man, I dig Vampire State Building #1 and Vampire State Building as a whole. I dig that one. So Tina's talking about the things that she collects. Don't get her started on her shiny objects. John says, I also collect hot toys. They can get expensive, so I haven't bought many in the last few years. There are a lot of people out there, man, that collect a lot of stuff, and I think, you have to, whatever it is that makes you happy, whatever that thing is, like whether it's games or shiny things or toys or figures or statues or stamps or coins or whatever it is, man, just have fun. Life is too short. Life is too short not to have some fun and do what it is that makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? What is this? Reggie, what would you recommend for a reader who normally just goes for Marvel books? I don't know, because I just go for Marvel books myself. No, so seriously, I think that there's a lot of really cool like Image books out there. I think Image is really, really doing some really, really good stuff. I just read, because you guys recommended it, I read Undiscovered Country. Undiscovered Country. If you have not read that, man, it is, It is good. It is trippy, but it is good. I'm actually thinking about doing a whole series of videos just on Undiscovered Country. If I can find the time to do it, it is really good. Philadelphia from Image is good. I like Vampire State Building from Ablaze. Ablaze is a true indie publisher that is out there. I enjoy that. But Connor, there is also a video. And if you search for Regie Collects Guru, if you search for Regie Collects Guru here on YouTube, you will actually find the video that I did probably about 8 months ago. And in this video, I basically said to the comic book community, I need recommendations to help people that are coming into the hobby that don't quite know where to start with certain characters. And basically what I asked the community to do was to identify a book or a story arc or whatever it is that would allow a new reader or whatever, a new reader, a new collector to get on board with a popular character or their favorite character to identify those books. And so if you are into Flash, into Indies, into Batman, into Superman, into any of the Marvel characters, if you go read the comments attached to that video, somebody has made a comment around where someone can start with lots of characters. So you definitely want to check that video out. If you search for Regie Collects Gurus, you will find that video. And I think that that is a really, really good starting point for things. So let me scroll down through the comments here a little bit more. My tool room is full of nice tools. I like to find old woodworking tools. That's what's up, said Matt. Matt is super handy, man. If you guys aren't checking out Matt's channel, I definitely want to encourage you guys to check it out. He is doing an overhaul of his comic book room. I think he put in recessed lights recently. I am looking forward to seeing how his comic book room develops over time. And what is really fantastic for me as a father is that he is actually doing this with his son. And to me, man, that's cool. And so if you are not checking out Matt Woods on Instagram or on YouTube, I want to encourage you to do that. If you are a father, if you like handy people, if you like to see comic book people doing comic book stuff, check out my man. All right. Check out my man. So let me see what else you guys are talking about. What did Reggie want to give away a copy for someone who doesn't have one? No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that at all. No, why would I give away my books? Ariel, here's what I'll do for you, bro. Ariel, if you want one of my undiscovered countries, you send me a message and I will hook you up, bro. So right over here is a shipment that came in from my comic shop. It is full of undiscovered country number ones, and the store folio below it is there's a couple of undiscovered country number ones in there as well. So I have a couple of copies, but for you, Ariel, I will sacrifice a cover. I'm only gonna give you a cover, but if you want it, you send me a message. I'll hook you up, bro. Because I dig you. Oh, wait a minute. Ariel says he'll donate. I misread your comment. Will you donate another copy to me? Because they're actually going to make this into a movie. So maybe you should donate a copy to me. Teasing. Let me see. When is trivia night? We don't do trivia night anymore. You know, we have not done trivia night in such a long time. And part of the reason why I haven't done it is because we actually had Vika. We actually had a subscriber that was basically subsidizing trivia night. He was basically giving me money to go out and buy books to basically give away to folks basically in the US and in Canada. And he was doing it because I was in the process of trying to find a sponsor that would contribute money to allow me to basically do the same thing, to give away some even nicer books. And those conversations with a sponsor went down a path, and then they ended up fizzling, and we ended up not doing anything. And so I basically decided to cancel trivia night because I didn't want Vika to continue paying for this out of pocket month after month after month, you know? And so I decided to kill it because it was a lot of work on my part. It was work on his part in terms of financials. And so I decided to do away with it. And so will it come back? Maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe it will come back at some point. So we'll have to see how it goes. What is this? Anthony says, just wanted to let you know I'm fairly new to the comic book game, about 2 years in, and you have helped me a lot, and I appreciate that. So I just wanted to say thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Anthony, thank you very much, man. It's there are some days in this YouTube game where things get really tough. Someone leaves a really bad comment, or someone sends you a message that is a little disheartening. But the good thing is that there are more good days than there are bad. There are more good comments than bad. There are more thumbs up than thumbs down, and I choose to focus on those things. And so I want to say thank you for continuing to, all of you, right? Not just Anthony, but all of you for inspiring me to continue producing content, for inspiring me to continue going in front of the camera and on this microphone to record these videos and to do these live streams, right? Because for me, it's fun, but it's also my way of kind of giving back to other people. So, see what else you guys are talking about down here. Billy is asking a question here. He says, your opinion on Christmas special #1, Samurai Santa, first Jim Lee cover 2 months ago. He says he listens to the podcast at work. So I don't know that I have an opinion on that. I don't know that there's any controversy around that. I will tell you that I have Samurai Santa in the box that is actually holding up this light right in front of my face. There is a short box that I put behind my computer that actually holds up my light, and my Samurai Santa is actually in there. And right over here, I have a bin, not a bin, but a section of a bin that is full of Christmas related books that I will be showing you guys at some point closer to Christmas that were given to me by a subscriber. Comic Collection Agency actually gave me a nice little stack of Christmas related books, but I do have Samurai Santa #1. I'm a huge fan of Jim Lee, and so I dig that book. So it is in a bin right there. So I'm not sure if that answers your question, but yeah, there you go. Tommy says, Reggie out here bringing people together. Let me see. Man, Master Blaster, thank you, bro. He says the Go Collect partnership videos are well produced, enjoyable. Man, I'm gonna tell you, the editor that works on the Go Collect videos is absolutely killing it. I was riding down the street on Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. headed to work, and I saw that the video had been released. So I'm watching the video, and as I'm driving, because I put it on my console so I can drive and kind of watch, and it was so well produced. I was impressed. Like, he had the dissolve effects going on, and the images popping up, and the thing all across my face, basically showing that the link was in the description. And when I was doing the voiceover, there was the music. I mean, the thing is, the guy really did a good job editing the video. So for Go Collect, what I basically do is I shoot raw footage. I shoot raw footage for them of me in front of a camera talking about the various blog posts that have come in from these bloggers all across the country. And I basically take that long video, I edit it down into chunks, because sometimes I make mistakes. So I edit it down into chunks that are good, and then I send it to Go Collect. And this editor, just he or she, makes magic happen. And man, it made me want to get an editor to edit my other videos because it was so good, you know. But Master Blaster, thank you, bro, for acknowledging the production quality of those videos. I have absolutely nothing to do with it. I am literally just a pretty face on the screen. I am literally just a pretty face on the screen. So that is all that I can take credit for. So let me scroll back down through some of the comments here. What is this? So Reggie, thank you. You helped me reach my comic book goals for sure. That's what's up, man. Billy says, I collect Christmas comics. That's why I asked, cop a signed CGC 9.0 copy on eBay for cheap. That's what's up, man. Congrats, bro. I had never really thought about that, to be honest with you, until a subscriber was like, you should show Christmas books. And I was like, I guess I do have a couple. And then, like I said, Comic Collection Agency gave me a huge stack. And what I'll tell you is in this box right here, in this brown box from my man Chuck. Chuck is another subscriber. Chuck reached out to me and he said, I want to send you some political comics. This bin right here, this box is full of political comics. And I'm actually going to try to record a video here, maybe in the next week and a half or so. If I can find the time, I'm going to record a video in which I open up this box and we talk about politics and comics. It could be fun. It could be fun. I will have some tongue-in-cheek stuff to do with it. But shout out to my man Chuck for not only inspiring me to do a video, but sending me the content for the video. Because I have a couple of political comics, but not nearly enough to fill up a box like Chuck has sent back over here. So shout out to Chuck, man. He's hooked me up several times with some really, really cool AOKs. I still have not opened this box, but I will, because I want to do this video and actually get this sent out to you guys at some point. So see what else you guys are talking about. Scrolling down through the comments here, a couple of people shouting out some X-Men, some Christmas books. So Batman 239, X-Men 143. I think I know which ASM you're talking about, the 309. I think I know that book. I'm actually picturing that book in my head right now. So I think I know exactly which one you're talking about. So, all right. I think I am going to wrap this thing up, man. This has been fun. I absolutely love the live streams. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this Friday time slot. Part of me wants to do a regular live show on Fridays. I'm not sure if I'm ready to commit to that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do maybe a pre-recorded show, different kind of show for me. I'm actually debating a couple of things right now to maybe either fit into the Friday time slot or to augment what I do Monday through Thursday. I'm trying to think through a couple of things. I want to continue to try to offer you guys, some new and interesting content, some things that are different, some things that you can't get anywhere else. So I'm constantly trying to push myself to do something different, to do something more. Had a brainstorming session. If you guys haven't seen it, the wife's chair is here. She was actually sitting in the chair, hanging out with me for about 45 minutes earlier today in the comic book room. And we were brainstorming. We were brainstorming my thumbnails. And she was giving me her honest opinion of my thumbnails as we looked at some of the competition, right? And I'm talking friendly competition out there that do this YouTube thing. And she didn't pull any punches and told me I might need to change a couple of things. And so in the spirit of continuing to improve, in the spirit of trying to get better, you have to take an honest assessment of what you're doing and what you're not doing and how you can be better. And so my wife is very good for that kind of stuff, keeping me honest on things. So there may be some changes that are coming, hopefully good changes, positive changes that continue to push the channel in a new way, because after all, we are headed towards 10,000 subscribers in 2020. That is the goal. 10,000 subscribers. That is my BHAG, my big, hairy, audacious goal for 2020 is 10,000 subs this year. So that's what we're aiming for. So before I get myself out of here, I want to give you guys a reminder, if you're interested in supporting the channel, and if you're interested in picking up some really cool paraphernalia, some really cool gear and swag, there are some Swolja tank tops. These are really nice tank tops that are available on Regie Collects. Really nice tanks that are out there. That also the military green is available, limited. I think there's only like 2 of these left. There's a nice allotment of the tank tops. Those are there. There are some comic book slabs. There are box cutters. There are wallpapers for your cell phones and stuff like that. Ton of stuff up there. Definitely want to encourage you guys to head over to the website to check that out. If you look on the partner page, there are also some discount codes there that will save you some money if you want to pick up some things for your own collection. Definitely check that out. A couple of them are actually just free giveaways that partners have offered up. So with that, I'm going to wrap this thing up. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me just a little bit. If you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so on Instagram at Regie Collects, or you can send me an email to reggie@regiecollects.com. And if you're feeling frisky, hit the website up. Take care.